Yo, what's up, everybody? Coach Dimitri here with yours truly, Mr. WTF, for a live on Thursday. We couldn't make it yesterday, but hey, we're gonna still get y'all one a week. Hey, we may have to delay it, but we're gonna still get the work done. But glad
It
y'all are
was
here on
my
the live
fault.
stream. Hey, listen, it's a team effort, man. One band, one sound, but nonetheless, we are here to drop some more gems and you know Coach Big E, Mr. WTF. He went to an event yesterday,
Yes,
and this is
sir.
gonna be my first time hearing about it. It's on his T-shirt. It says "Live Free Chicago." Live Free Chicago. So this, like I say, this will be my first time hearing it too. But after Coach E goes into his spiel about the event that he attended, then we're gonna kind of go into a little bit of an icebreaker, a little bit of a teaser of what we have planned for you parents out there. I know we talk in general a lot about how us as parents have to set the example and everything like that. But I know a lot of people, hey Chrissy, a lot of people, a lot of parents don't know, where to start or where to kind of get that support, that motivation, that instruction, that guidance, and that's why we, the WTF Mentoring Academy, that's why we're here. We're here to target the parents first because of course, the children are the end goal to be able to shape the next generation. But in order to do that, we must make sure that the parents are leading by example. And that's what we are working on doing by launching this Fire event. I'm going to let Mr. WTF dive more into it. But yeah.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Yeah, you are. I was at the Illinois State Capitol yesterday doing a rally for the Live Free. Chicago was just one of the groups. They had multiple groups. East St. Louis, shout out to East St. And they had Carbondale, Peoria. Yeah, they had a few groups, part of this Live Free organization, and they're getting bills passed. And we met some politicians, and man, it was great, man. I got to be honest. They had everything organized well, and then how I do. I ventured off the beaten path, so I was upstairs and looking
Yeah.
at different artwork and things like that, man. But we were able to network with a lot of great people that are doing some great things. And one of the things that was like everyone in that group, just about, unless it was some people I didn't meet, were not utilizing technology like they should. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mm,
Um, but some of the things that we do regularly
mm,
are things that people have never even thought of.
mm.
So I just wanted to state that, man. It was great though. Like I say, I got a lot of business cards, gave out some business cards. My guy Donovan was with me
Hey.
in all the pictures and the videos. So shout out to Big Don, DRH Visuals. He's working on a reel right now that we're gonna drop that's gonna have all the pictures of the Capitol and
Nice.
the rally and things like that, man. But yeah, it was a great time, man. And you know what someone told me, it was so crazy. I was being introduced as someone who works with the teenagers,
Mm,
and everybody thought it was great, and they all said, "Man, don't nobody want to work with these kids."
mm. Man,
Ain't
that's
that
that's
crazy? They
unfortunate,
really
bro.
said like, "Shoot, we don't want to deal with them."
Yeah. And it's obvious, man. It's obvious by the way things are going, and that being vocalized is just an unfortunate, reality of what's been going on, for decades and decades. That's how we've, gotten to the point now where, the youth are at the stage where they're dealing with depression and self harm more than ever. It's because they
Right.
feel like nobody's in their corner, and it's great that you were able to put boots on ground, especially where the actual changes can be made on a macro level. But we all know that we are all in control of our own world, and we all have to do the things to be able to see the changes that we want to see in our own lives. So going to the Capitol and going to our representatives, is great. We definitely need that influence in that area, But I definitely don't want to shy away from the point that we as people have to, like we actually have the power. That same power to the people, like it didn't come from anywhere. It didn't come from nowhere. Like it stemmed from a actual fact. All right. So we have the power to control our own world, and we must take the steps necessary because we can't expect anybody to care more about our children than us. Right. So we have to make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do, to be able to make the influences that we want to see in our future.
Man, spot on, bro. And that was like the unity, because it was about 200 people there that was part of Live Free. And I mean, we walking through the Capitol yelling out, "Live Free," like right, just disrupting things.
Yeah.
And I love the unity, man. And again, it was all support for the WTF. And listen, we talked to a couple people who are in charge of some grants that gonna be coming your boy way. Like we're literally looking at getting a location in East St. Louis. I have several places already lined up. And yeah, just there's people doing things similar, but not the same.
Right.
And that's why I felt so great up there, because we were unique and we stood out, as we always do. I got a few of those Fat Joe jokes, but man, it just made my fire burn even hotter, man, for what we're doing and what we need to do. And that's why I really want to transition into the parents, man, because what I noticed was there were a lot of parents there, but the children wasn't there. Like me as a parent, if this is something that I'm doing, then I would want my child to be there with me. I don't care if they miss a day of school or not. I mean, it's things that we as parents can do that's so much that will make things so much better. And it's small little things. And those are some of the things that we teach the parents here at the WTF. And that's why I really wanted to give a special offer to you parents, those that are rewatching this. Listen, we have a parenting mastermind coming up. But before that, we have a parenting challenge coming up, where we're going to teach you 5 steps to help your team become independent. So you'll see that link coming out more. I want to make sure that you all jump on it. It's going to be a VIP, and then there's going to be a regular session. So the first 10 people that sign up get the VIP for no problem. And then after that, it'll be a discussion. But I want the parents to get ready for the summer. Yeah, because the high school's been babysitting all year, and you ain't been having to deal with these knuckleheads but on the weekends. School about to be out. And here at the WTF, we got tips and tricks that will help you become a better parent and be able to deal with them over the summer to keep them productive, keep them going, keep them active. So we definitely want all the parents to hit us up. You can go out to info@WTFMA.com. Send me an email if you want to be involved. Also, there's going to be a link. We're going to talk about this over the next few lives and really jump into some of the details of what we're doing. But trust me, if you do this, there's so many different things that you will be rewarded, even tangible things, not just knowledge. We're not just selling information, but we got some things lined up for you parents. So looking forward to, if you are not a parent, if you just work with teens, if you know somebody who has some teens, send them the info, and let's get everyone signed up. Again, we'll have that link coming out soon, but I wanted to give you all that announcement, and some of you can jump in right now and sign up and get them front row seats.
Hey, no doubt. And while we at it, go ahead and hit that like, that comment, and that share button. Go ahead and share this out to all your friends and family, because if you know some parents, they're going to want to get this value from this 3-day challenge. And thus this mastermind is going to come after that. So And best believe it's all 100% free for this challenge, unless you want to upgrade to be able to be a VIP, which gives you access to things like the different paid books that we'll offer for you, a free, not a free session, but a session that's included before the challenge to be able to ask us Q&A questions, have a Q&A session with me and Mr. WTF. So, that's a great time to be able to at least hear what other parents have to say or questions that anybody else has to ask. If you don't have any questions, just go ahead and sit in the room and just glean from the knowledge that is actually shared. Right. And one thing that I did hear you say, E, was when you went to the Capitol, man, you said it was just strictly parents there and not really their kids. And that's something that we really push here at the Academy, man, is we really push that collaboration among the families, even like from the application process, we have a parent application and a mentee application, and we suggest that they sit down and do them together. So that way, the questions that are in there are, questions that may not have even been asked by the parent or may not have even been thought of being asked by the parent and, and the mentee themselves, because it's some thought-provoking questions in there that really start a conversation within the family that's really needed, right? Because I think most times, parents kind of want to, keep the peace in the house, especially with the older teens, and they tired of fussing and fighting with them all these years, and they just tend to let them do their own thing and let the phones and the TVs and the social medias raise them.
Yes.
And they tend to avoid those tough questions. But here at the WTF, we start off by asking not really tough questions, but the questions that provoke that conversation that's really needed to be able to stimulate some growth. And that's what we want. We promote a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. Those are two mindsets that we really teach. The fixed mindset is one that we tend to teach our mentees to steer away from, simply because a fixed mindset does not think that anything can change within their belief system or their thought process. They think that, okay, I was born in this family, in this demographic, so I'm bound to be a product of my environment, basically. And that's a mindset that we do not want anybody who is trying to get on the path to success of any sort. We don't want them to have that mindset, but we do want them to have a growth mindset. And that states basically that the person believes that they can learn new things, learn new skills, and become a better person, become the best version of themselves. That's the growth mindset. And that's what we teach here at the WTF Academy to the parents and the mentees. So that's why it is so important for both parent and mentee to collaborate on all processes, on all steps throughout this process of the WTF Academy.
And it's going to make the parents better. Like, the parents may start their own business. They may become their own entrepreneur and get excited about the whole thing, because here's what I've found, and especially with the ladies, a lot of the ladies, the single moms, I was raised by a single mom, but the single moms dedicate their lives to their children. And then when they're gone, now what? Now they in their kids' business. Now they, a live-in babysitter because they having babies. Like, their whole life revolves around those kids. And what I'm saying is, if it's single parents out there, male or female, get the help that you need. That's what the WTF is here for. We ain't here to replace you, humiliate you, any of that. We're here to assist you to become a different parent. I'm not even going to say better, because you've been doing your best and there's no knocking that. But you can become a different parent and really connect with them, because it's about legacy, you all. Some of us, we just throw the family away as soon as, something don't go our way. But what we can do is mold those ones we have right up under our roof right now. You can't control your brothers and sisters. You can't control a lot of different things that are going on. But what you can control are your children. And you can really get into their brain. If they don't want to go to college, if they don't want to go to the military, if they do, we'll still be able to help change that mindset as Dimitri stated, from being a fixed mindset. And most of our mindsets, when they're fixed on bullshit. I mean, for real, they're fixed on what life has told us. And what I'm saying is that you are so powerful and so dynamic that you can flip the script on anything that's going on in your life right now. You know, unless you got terminals in a day or you got a life without parole for killing somebody. Other than that, you can turn your life around. And really, it all starts with this. If you want your children to become more respectful, it starts up here. You yelling at them ain't doing nothing. Man, I got beat, yelled at, punished, everything you can imagine as a kid. But what I wasn't taught, which I should have been, was how not to be, what not to do, and what to do. Like and I think, what's the statistic, Dimitri? It's in the 90s. I think they say 90% we're told what not to do and only 10% of what to do.
Oh, yeah, we've already been told no and not now, and yeah. All the negative reinforcements, yeah.
Man, so now through the WTF, you can tell them what to do by doing it with them. Like, you think if we can show a teenager how to create a business, you think we can't show you? A lot of you all are sitting on these ideas and you're afraid. You're doing that double dutch. Like, you scared to jump in there and get them legs whacked.
Yeah. It's, man, but listen, bro, I'm gonna just jump in here real quick and be an advocate for the, parents, because I don't want to make it seem like we just jumping on them, man. And I empathize with them, man, because I always use myself as an example, bro. Like, for the longest, I considered myself an introvert, man, but now it's like I still have those characteristics of being reserved, but now that I know that I have the confidence to be able to achieve anything I really, really wholeheartedly put my mind and my effort to, like, I'm really more prone to get out of my comfort zone. And that's where I think most parents have to get to is, they may not feel confident in their ability to show or to lead by example. Maybe they've always been raised and taught themselves the way that they are raising and teaching their kids, and there's no real rhyme or reason. They just are doing it because that's what was done to them. So right here, right now, we're here to break this cycle with this 3-day challenge of just repeating these negative reinforcements when we can really give you all solutions to the issues that you all are having at home. But it really takes for you all to get out of your shell and get out of your own way and go ahead and sign up. It starts by going to our website, WTFMA. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit our contact button. Until we get that link out, we'll still be available for you all. We'll still be able to respond to you all on our website. Just hit us up in the contact page, right? But it takes action, and the law of inertia says that it takes way more energy to get something moving from a standstill motion to get it in motion than it does to keep something that's in motion to keep it going, right? So it's going to take a lot of energy to, get that, get that momentum going in your favor, parents. But you got to get it going. And once you do, once you start to see the results that you are putting in that effort towards, then it'll take less and less effort to get more and more momentum or more progress in not only your life, but your teen's life. And guess what? It's going to be your family's life that's making forward progress. And that's how we break those generational curses, y'all. It takes one person, takes one action every single day, being consistent.
You create that vibration, that ripple effect, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you parents out there that are hesitant, listen, we got your back. Like, we're here to support you. We'll sit in while you talk with your team. If you feel it's difficult to talk to them, let us talk to them. If you don't want to talk, all right, cool. Like, we're not going to force anything. We don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. But those that want to, that see things haven't been going quite the way I want it to go, and I want to try something different, all it takes is a few moments of your time. That's all this cost, is not your money. It's for you to pay attention. Pay attention. That's all you have to do. And we make this thing fun, you all. Like, it's not going to be the instructor led and you better do this and you better do that. No, it's interactive. We're having fun. Everybody's going to be laughing. I promise you, I got all the jokes. Like, y'all haven't seen me with my jokes. I'm going to make you laugh and we're going to have fun because that's what the energy is all about, you all. Like, if you go into something with a negative mindset thinking, man, he ain't going to listen. If you keep saying he ain't going to listen, he ain't going to listen.
Facts.
So it's little things like that that we really instruct. And then we provide the ongoing support, the Migos. And the ongoing support is that you always have contact with us. Like, we can jump in because we do this for the people. It's all about the people. And it goes back to what I seen yesterday, man. What I seen was people showing their power in numbers, showing that they have a community that's pushing forward, and they're looking to create community resource centers. And I'm getting pulled in different angles, and guys like, man, they about to snatch you up because people want the WTF in their community resource center. And they already gave, I believe it was 15 million to the community resource centers. So,
sir,
the WTF is definitely moving up. We're building the community of not just the teens, but of the parents too, because we realize the parents need the support because we know they get on your nerves. Like, I know I got teenagers in my house. They get on my nerves. But then I have to catch myself and say, you know what? You ain't being Mr. WTF. And then before you know it, we in there playing and wrestling. You know, I just get past that. These knuckleheads, you know, because we complain too much, you all as parents. And there's so much we can have. Who don't want to have a good day? Like, do you really not want to have a good day? How many times have you said today is not going to be a good day? Mm-hmm. Stop saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stop making life. Is it really that serious? Most of the times it's not. Our emotions are all over the place, and most of those are negative. Yeah. And what we're saying is that there can be a shift. I mean, this might require you to do some meditation, say some affirmations, create journal. It's going to be some steps.
It's going to take effort now.
Yeah. It ain't going to just be, I'm going to tell you this, and voila, it's perfect. Yeah. No, you got to put in that work. Just like you do with anything, take massive action. As I always say, that TMA, everybody talks about TMI, is TMA. Take massive action. It's not too much information. You just got to take massive action with the information. It's only too much if you can't do nothing with it. And what we're giving you are tangible things, like you know exactly what you need to do.
It's the blueprint, y'all, and
you know, we're formula.
Yeah, it's the formula,
and the
you all.
To the formula.
Yeah, it's definitely the formula, and you know, with everything in life, there's a way to do it. You know, that's why they have, you know, recipes for you to copy. You know, the way food is, you know, made, but we're creating, you know, formulas to be able to you know, help you to be able to become the best parents that you can be. Because we all know that we want to be the best at everything that we attempt, or else we wouldn't even be trying to do it, right? But you know, some of us may be a little too proud to ask for the assistance. So, you know, you don't have to ask us face to face for any help. We're offering it to you, you know, and we're doing it, you know, at a cost to us and no cost to, you know, you all. But you know, if you do want to get that personal one-on-one with us, that is going to come at a premium, but it's going to be well worth it. You know, it's an old saying that goes, the best investment you can make is in yourself, right? So, you know, we spend money on Netflix and junk food and, you know, booze and all kind of stuff, but you know, we tend to overlook the return on the investment that we make or that we can make in ourselves. And that's the thing that can really change our lives for the greater forever, right? That's what takes us from 0 to 1 and then 1 to 10, you know. But you know, we all say that we want to see a certain, you know, life, but we don't want to most of us don't want to put in the effort to see it because it is difficult. I think back on, when we first started man, like we've come a long way, bro. And it's been tough, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you, but it's been well worth it knowing that, we're starting to build the momentum and something that we know that's really changing lives. And somebody out there is definitely, gaining value from what we're doing. So that's what keeps me going.
Man, absolutely, bro. And it's so much more that's gonna happen. Like, bro, this thing is about to. I just sent Dimitri a message and told him, man, you got to get ready because this thing finna pop. And I mean, I can't even. I'm not even gonna put it out there until everything lines up. But I'm telling you, there's some major things happening with the WTF you are, and we want to build a community of parents, a community of grandparents. Let the grandmas and grandpas they deal with their grandkids. Like, look, they know some of them need some extra help. And that's what we're here to provide you all. So it's not to knock anybody, belittle anyone. We don't do that. We lead with love. And that's what we do this out of. We don't do this because we make a ton of money or anything. We don't get no trophies, no awards, none of that. We do this out of love and the sure impact that we have on young people and parents in general, the overall community. And that's what we're building here. And we're going to have some volunteer opportunities for some of you parents and some of you all that's been following us out there, and you really want to get involved with the WTF. We're going to have some opportunities popping up. We want to get you all on the podcast and hear your story. I don't care how much money you got, how many followers you got. If you have a story to tell, you need to go out there and hit us up on the WTFMA.com and click that podcast link, send us a contact, and we're going to get you on there. We got some things lined up. We got some spots booked. And, man, we got some 555 coming your way.
That's all we're gonna say. Stay tuned, dog.
Hey, yeah, I hear the thunder and lightning now. But no, seriously, you all, like, let's build this community and keep it going. We want to meet once a week in this mastermind. It's a parenting mastermind. We're gonna meet for an hour once a week on Sundays. There's gonna be we're doing this premature. We're putting it out there, speaking these great things into existence. Absolutely. And then we're going to have a 3-day challenge again. And because it's the WTF, it will be on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It just makes sense, man. It's called alignment. Like, these things just go together, you all. This the same way as winning takes focus. We're going to hit all of these different things. You're going to be able to ask the questions, make sure that we build up. We want you in our network just like you want us in your network. If you have podcasts out there, if you have lives that you do, we'll jump on those. Like, we're all about the community, you all, and building everyone up, because as Dimitri started with, that fixed mindset, if you ain't winning, you need to unfix it. It needs some more repairs. Get your screwdriver out, and that's the WTF curriculum, and we're going to loosen up some of them screws. Some of them all the way unscrewed. So we're going to have to do some real, twisting. But, hey, we all have our faults, you all. I know I do as a parent. I mean, I made a million mistakes. But, hey, we're building this community. And I know we got to go, Dimitri, but I got to say this. Because we won't be live until afterwards. But my daughter is graduating from her Lane Bryant cosmetology class school, and she's walking the stage. Man, she's gonna be mad because I know I just butchered that. But she's walking the stage on Monday and graduating. And man, if you all know the story with this little girl, that's my baby girl. She 29, but if you knew the story behind her education and her doubting herself, and after we had sessions every week. Paul Mitchell, I knew I said something wrong. After we had sessions every week with my own daughter, she has her own business. Ooh. Now she's getting a degree. Like, it took several weeks for me and her to meet every week and go through the affirmations, go through the different things she needed to do. And I'm not taking credit for it because she had to do it, but she did it, and she had to listen to her dad tell her a bunch of different things that she had never learned from me before. and which I should have told her when she was a kid, but I didn't know. I was ignorant myself. But she's to the point right now to where she's about to graduate, and I'm a proud papa, and I can't wait to be up there and watch her walk that stage and you know, make the entire family proud. So shout out to Michaela, Marie. I see you, baby girl. Love you. All right, man. Take us up out of here.
Hey, man, before we go, bro, something into my mind that I have to ask you, and I think the parents are going to gain some value from this question. When you were talking to your daughter, you know, kind of sending her through that transformation process, what is the single thing that you noticed that she had to have in order to make that change? What's something that people can kind of take away from that experience with you?
You have to be at a point where you know it's better in you than what's in the world. It's that verse. Once you know, wait a minute, I should be doing better than this. My life should be better than this. If any of you all are out there thinking, yeah, I'm okay, but my life should be better than this. Mm-hmm. And when you get to that point, then you make a decision, as the Queen stated, and say, you know what? I am better than this. I am great. I am made in his image and after his likeness. I am the apex down here. I am. Then why in the world am I struggling? And listen, she said, Dad, I want to do it. I want you to mentor me. I said, I got you. That's all I needed her to do was make a decision and say, this is what I want. And this is what we tell everybody. We guarantee. I think it was Charles Barkley who said that. We guarantee that if you do the work and you show up, we guarantee change. We guarantee that your whole life, your whole world is going to change. The way you wake up in the morning is going to change. The way you go to sleep, every relationship around you is going to change. Yes. But it requires you to take that first step, to accept the challenge and say, you know what? I know it's better in me. I know I can do better than this. I've been doing all this praying and begging and wishing and hoping, and I'm barely incrementally getting better. Mm-hmm. If that, some are not, some are just par. Listen, you all, think about it. Are you greater than what's in the world around you right now? Yeah, you are. And once you realize that and say, you know what? I'm listening to that old egghead dude. I want to jump on this call and hit this link. Go to that website and see what's going on. And I promise you, your life will be changed forever.
Woo! Hey, that's what the people need to hear. And on that note, everybody, thank y'all for joining another live Thursday WTF live stream. Next week, it'll be on Wednesday. We'll do our best, but we'll definitely get one out to you either way. Thank you for joining live and on the replay. All right. Thank you for leaving the comments and sharing with your friends and family.
Love those comments.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, and always remember, WTF not only means what's the formula, but it also stands for our motto, our mantra, and that is winning takes focus. So with that being said, everybody, till next Wednesday, stay focused and keep winning.
Peace.